Hey, welcome back, people. Uh, Today we're going to start a little tutorial series of actually additions. Now this thing's a little bit of a pain in the butt. I know, it's crazy. But we're going to do a quick walkthrough. This is going to be, I'm not sure if it's going to be 2 to 3 parts. We're going to have to figure that out. But hey, guess what? In order to start actually additions, we're going to have to go out in the real world and go out and find these crystals. These black quartz crystals, we sit there and we'll break them. And they're throughout the mines, wherever you want to go. See, look, there's more right there. I mean, this is what you're going to have to look for, some of those black crystals. Once we find those black crystals, hey, I didn't know this was here. You got some coal and whatever else in there. But anyway, um, to start off, that's what we're going to need. We're going to need those black crystals. Now, the way you make them from the crystals is everybody's got a couple furnace by now. And then you can see how we're going to have to be using these in some of these recipes. So make sure you get yourself some black quartz. Now, to start off, we're going to get ourselves atomic reconstructor. Now, the way these are made is pretty simple. We're going to be using 3 or 6 cobblestones, coal, and iron casing. Now, to make the iron casing, we're going to have to get 4 iron ingots. Oh, whoops, that's not talking. That's the coal generator. My bad. To make the iron casings, we're going to get 4 iron ingots, 4 sticks, and those black quartz that we went out looking for. And then you can sit there and 4 iron ingots, 4 redstone, and iron casing. Now, this mod pack's early start. If you already built yourself a tunnel and started mining a bunch of redstone and iron, you're going to be in great shape. Now, the way you place this, make sure you see that green dot. If I would have placed it just over here, it would have been shooting this way. It'll shoot. This is your basic, important machine right here for the rest of the mod. Some mods even incorporate some of the things we're going to be getting from there. Now, to power this up, you can use any RF. So if you already got like immersive engineering going on, you got RF power already, or if you got magnetic dynamos, steam dynamos, even a clockwork engine, whatever you got going on, this will use that RF. But this mod comes with its own pack or own generator, which is awesome. So it comes with its own coal generator, which I just showed you is 3311 and an iron casing. So 6 cobblestones, 2 coal, and an iron casing gives you a coal generator. Place the coal generator next to this, throw in your coal, and you can see how it's doing 180 R per tick, and it's building up right here. Whoa, what was that? That's what we're going to get to. So now what happened, now that we got this going on, we're going to be sitting here and going to stop that. We don't want that continuously pulsating and wasting our RF. So if you get a redstone torch, you look at it, it says redstone mode deactivation. Right click to toggle. So now it's on a pulse mode. Oh, look at that. It's not going nowhere. But now we can't use it unless we have a pulse. So now we hit that, boom, pulse. Nice. Now you can see it says no lens because these will come with different types of lens. Some of these lenses, if you go through your book, we're going to start off with the book. It tells you how to get started. Now there's an intro to the manual, how to read the manual, how to make the manual. Most of the mods, once you make something in this book, it gives you the manual right off the bat. But you can also make this manual yourself, which is just canola and a piece of paper. Now, there's video guides. One from, like, there's an in-depth one from Direwolf, who's real good at this stuff. I mean, Direwolf 20, that guy inspires me a lot. I get a lot of my great ideas from him. He goes down, breaks it down how to. Now, if you want a quick one, there's Booty Toast video as well. I didn't really watch either one of those guys on this one because I wanted to kind of learn it myself. But I've watched videos from Direwolf in the past. Man, it's awesome. All right, so that tells you how to get started. Now, it tells you a little story. If you want to go through the story, you can read it. There's some of the engineers who made this mod pack available. And then it goes right here into the reconstruction. Now you can see the reconstructors used to craft crystals, which are the main crafting ingredient in most of the items and actually additions. And as you can see, we're about ready to start into this. I'll get into those lasers here shortly. So it goes through, tells you how to do it. It should be noted that any recipes without information about lasers don't use one. So we don't need lenses for everything. But it goes through and tells you all these. Now, a block of emerald or a block of diamond turns into diamond, which we'll be using later on. Block of emerald goes into metric. I mean, you can go through and just see every possible resource. Oh, void crystal from a coal. Ignore crystals we'll be using. Those are from the iron ingots. And it just goes on and on and on. So that's what we. Oh, a little bit of a pause here, huh? All right, there we go. So it helps you out a lot. Um, what I usually do is give me a block of something so I can just throw it in there at once, and it changes that whole block. And of course, the block's 9 items put together in the crafting deal. All right, so now they've got the coal generator. Shows you how to do the coal generator. Now it talks about the power, which is going to be used in some of the more advanced machines and actually additions. I'm going to just go through the basics to get you started before we get to um, the high side of where we need to empower. We're also going to be talking about the crafting ingredients as we go along, and of course, the crystal flux is generated by all actually addition machines. It is compatible with Telsa and Forge units, meaning machines that use crystal flux. So basically, what I found out, I'll mention this throughout all 3 series. You can use RF and crystal flux together. Oh my God, I'll set that up. We'll talk about it more in depth later as we get into our power. So once we get our power started, we do want to make ourselves a laser, but we need some of these redstonia crystals and advanced coils. The way we make these redstonia crystals, we come over here, throw some redstone in front of our reconstructor, and boom, it makes us redstonia crystals. Now we need 4 redstonia crystals and a black quartz to make a basic coil. Now the basic coil needs to be in the middle surrounded by gold nuggets to give us the advanced coil. Now, with our Restonia crystals that we made, and hopefully you got some obsidian by then, we got some redstone, we can make ourselves advanced coils, or energy lasers. Now these energy lasers, they will be able to be upgraded later on as we go through. And they use more and more and more. So you got advanced laser crystals, which are going to be using the powers, and we'll show what those are shortly on the next video in part 2 of this series. We'll go into more depth. So now you got, and of course, as you go up higher and higher and higher, they allow you to go through and transfer more and more power. Now, there's also a note in the book. We go back, laser transport gives you an intro into it. As well, it tells you what the energy lasers are, how compatible they are, and you can only, and that shows you how to make the advanced ones. It can wirelessly transfer CF when placing a power generator or receiver next to the relay. It can receive power from any relay in the network and send power to any other relay as well. So basically, we can have a whole network set up, and these will work. Now, the great thing I've found out about these, let's get some, oh yeah, get some food. So we're pretty much done with the buns. We're done with that. All right. So basically, so after we make the laser, we also want this laser wrench. Now, this is very important, the laser wrench itself. It's going to be using Inori crystals along with advanced coil. Like I said, we'll just grab some iron ingots, throw them in there, hit that power button. We got some Inori crystals. Nice. All right. So that's how we're going to make ourselves a laser wrench. Now, once you make some of these lasers, if you want to make fluid lasers and ion lasers, you just throw a couple of your power ones in there, hit the button. Now they just turn to the blue ones, which are the fluid ones. Now, in order to turn those fluid ones into items, we're going to hit that again. Boom. So now we got 7 item lasers because, well, we used them. All right. We also got some pretty cool storage units from uh, actually Additons, and these are pretty bigger than your storage. So if you don't want to go through your storage upgrades on your chest, and you ain't got an 82 yet, these storage deals, I mean, look at that. They just provide a lot of space. So that's always good. But once you get some power established and you get some crystals set up and some power lasers, you want to kind of get more power set up. Now, the way you do that, we're going to go into some of the other generators. There's an oil generator, there's a bio generator, and there's leaf generators. Now, the leaf generator and the bio generator are going to be in the Part 2 series because they will use in empowerment. But in order to get something started, you're going to need oil for the oil generator. Now, the greatest way I found out is to make a farmer. Now, farmers are great. They apparently I don't got a farmer in here. I thought I had a farmer in here. Uh-oh, what did I do with that farmer? Ah, screw it. We'll just use that one. All right, so after we get all these set up, we got our coal generator going. It's making pretty good. It's going to fill that. We're going to put a laser on top of it. And then we're going to come over here. And now the farmers are great. See, it talks about item lasers, the item interface, and we'll get into that as well right about now. We're going to get into that. And then blocks that use CF. So now we got firework box, a battery box, and a farmer. Now the farmer is what we want to get set up right away so we can just go straight to work on making oil. Now, the farmer has basic, uh, it does a 9 by 9 grid in front of the farmer. It does multiple different types. I mean, the basics are your wheat, potatoes, canola, and flax. Now, in this explanation, I'm just going to show you the wheat, the canola, and you can see it does cactus as well, but needs sand for the cactus. So in front of your area, we're going to be putting sand. You get cactuses all day. Now, another one, we got the netherworts. And you need soul sand. Of course, netherworts only grow on soul sand. And I got that set up as well. I'm going to skip the pumpkin and the sugars, but the sugars, you just got to make a checkerboard full of water everywhere so you can got your sugar to grow. Also, this melons are going to be checkerboard because they need one spot for the melons and the pumpkins to grow as well. We got the ender lilies. I'm going to be showing you guys how those are done. And of course, it can go on dirt, grass, or in stone. And then you see in the picture, they got on dirt. It doesn't quite grow as quick on the dirt, but if you're lucky to go around and search some of these dungeons in this mod pack, I mean, like when I spawned in here, I spawned in a pretty good spot. There's a dungeon over there, and so and you'll in Revelations you'll find some of these thatch roof cobblestone places. You go in here and you got a chance of finding lots of redstone and other materials. And we'll do a mod tutorial spotlight on additions some other time. Or not additions, but revelations. But I'm just trying to help you guys out with additions because a lot of people have that in their mod packs. So if you get lucky, find some interlays, we'll get that started as well. Now, in order to make the farmer, oh yes, it also does red orchids as well. They need to be placed on redstone ore. So if you got silk touch, then you can do that. To make the farmer, we're going to need basically what this is. 4 Inori crystal blocks, which are just iron blocks shot into that reconstructor behind me. Of course, iron casings, which I showed you guys how to do, and of course, you guys should have found some seeds throughout the deal. See, look at that. I just made that, and I got an extra book. I don't care. So thought I just here. Let's do that. So now, in order for these farmers to interact, they need something like this. This is your item interface. It's used by 4 basic coils, a chest, 2 redstones, and 2 restonias. Man, what the hell? I don't get none of that here. All right, so we're going to be using that as well. Boom. And now what I would do is also you want to get some hoppers. Now you can make the hopper uh, item interface, but I never really used those yet. I'm not too sure how those would be perfect, but this is the basic setup I've been using, and it works wonderful. So once we get our deals right there, what we're going to do is after I count out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 5th one, since this is going to be a 9x9 grid, is where the farmer is going to go. So I just put this item interface right here. Right click and shift, or right shift and right click, or yeah, shift right click on the item interface places your hopper right there next to it. Now, with that all said, we put our farmer on top, like just like so. Booyah. But now, you notice we got everything set up, but there's no power. Remember those lasers I was talking about? So we're going to be sitting there, putting a shift right click, put the laser anywhere. These lasers can go on the side, the back, the top, the bottom. Don't put them in the front because that's where the farmer is going to be going. So these lasers, just shift right click, shift right, or no, right click and right click. Oh, wait. Oh, it's too far away or it's not the same. What the hell? Hold the compass to modify. Laser stored. All right. That's what we want is the laser stored. I can't use it the same way. See, now they're too far away. That's what it is. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It needs to be at least 15 for it to work. And of course, we go over 1. So that's 16. We're just shy of going away. But that's all right. We'll just put a laser relay right here. So we can sit there, right click on that, right click on that. See how that line laser shows up? It tells you it's connected. So now we can sit here and voila. Now we got our connection. And now our farmer, what the hell? The farmer should be getting crystal flux. Did I do something wrong? It just worked. I wonder because it's, oh, if I go to survival mode, I bet it'll start working. Survival mode. All right. What the hell? I swear this was just working not too long ago. Um, Maybe they can only go on the side. I've always put mine on the side. All right, this is starting to get a little weird. Maybe I should have did a test run before I started recording. These lasers will always say 0 RS. Well, what the bloody hell? Let's put our seeds in there. Okay, well, we can make it. Wow, we're having technical difficulties here. What the blazy hell? We're going to get ourselves another coal generator. So this is kind of embarrassing. Oh, okay, there we go. Maybe it's still too far. I have no idea. It might have still been too far. No, stay connected. Anyway, as you can see, we got it connected, and look what it's doing. It's automatically going straight through and planting. Now, look at this. We got ourselves a worm. A worm just popped up. Now, these worms are additions to actually additions, which is pretty cool. So, what we're going to do is just, you want to put the dirt, you can't have no uh, anything in front of it or on top of it. So, you want to do is put it, it does a little 3 by 3 grid. Put it right in the middle, boom. And what that does is automatically tills your ground up for you. So if we go over here to where we're going to put our canola, we want to do a 3 by 3 grid. Voila. Now they automatically till and uh, keep it fertilized and watered for you. These earthworms, they're great additions. Awesome. And as we sit along here, you'll start seeing it, how it'll get some of these guys to start, like, you'll see the magical. Oh, right there. That's what I was talking about. Just like bone fertilizer or bone meal. Fertilizes, makes it grow a lot quicker. Look at that. It's already at 42% and it just got planted. So these worms are literally your best friends, just like in any gardening community. Oh, look, we got some more. Oh, look, some more. Oh, look, some more. And more. Oh my God, that's awesome. So these help your crops grow a hell of a lot quicker. They go through and they just tilt everything up for you. And that's help these guys out, get rid of some of those deals. So boom. Now we got ourselves nice, wet well. So we don't have to have, like you guys know, the old days where we dig a hole, put a water and go around it. Those water ones literally do a 4 by 4. So literally if we put a water right here, it does the whole thing. But these guys go the extra mile and help everything grow like bone meal. So you don't need to put a sprinkler in here that has bone meal in it to help grow it faster. Oh, whoops. All you gotta do is just have worms. These worms do multiple attributes differently than the old school traditional way. So that is always a great thing. Oh man, it's already getting dark. So once we get that set up, and of course we're going to sit over here and we'll put this on top. Right click. The great thing about these lasers, they go through things. Watch this. Boom. Look at that. Right through that. Schnocking. Actually, I want to move that laser to the back. Um, and I'll show you guys shortly. So, yes, these lasers can go through anything. Now we got our worms growing our wheat. Everything's going great. Nice. And over here, we got our canola getting planted. So this is the one I put with the canola seeds in it. Now the canola seeds are very important. Now we're going to sit here. We're going to put, let's put this laser on this side. So we're going to right click. And of course we got our soul sand. And then all of a sudden, it's getting our power. Boom, boom. It automatically starts doing that. Now the same is going to be said for our ender lilies. Now this is a great way. You can just sit here and forget. As long as you got chunk loaders. Some of you guys servers got chunk loaders for certain ranks. I belong to the MYM server, which is mindyourmine.com. I'll have the link in the description if you guys want to check it out. They got their own launchers. The staff's awesome. They got their own tiers. Anyway, you want to put a chunk loader, and this will keep going on and on and on until these get full. Now, just to help out the canola real quick, let's get some bone meal. Oops. All right. So we got some bone meal, and then we're done with that coal generator. So there we go. We're going to just sit here, and we'll let the farmer pick those. Oh, see how it just picked it? And it'll go through. These worms do exactly what I'm doing. See, he already did that before I did it. They're just helping these grow. See, that one's already getting picked. That one got picked. Oops. Ah, there we go. So, as we can see, these are growing beautifully now. I could probably just did this quicker and easier with the damn water bucket, huh? Trial and error, folks. Trial and error. Anyway, we're getting a lot of canola growing, and it's all going in here. Now, where's it disappearing to? That, my folks, is what these item interfaces are doing. Now, we can set up a basic laser on this, but it won't do nothing. It'll recognize what's in there, but it won't take it out. That's why we got a hopper at the bottom connected to this item interface. Now, we got these item interfaces. We got them connected. We got them connected. Now, this item interface, I can literally just have it sit right here. Now, if I have this into a storage deal, some kind of chest, oh, this one does. Oh, wait, there it goes. You can also see how that does it. It dumps the wheat. Let's see. Let's get some of this wheat grown. Ooh, what the hell? Another lag spike. Not even on a server. So, anyway, we'll see how the. Whoops. Maybe. Oh, yeah, there it goes. It's got the wheat in the wrong spot. I don't know why it does that. So, anyway, see how that's jumping up around? Oh, that's why. Oh, maybe I got too close. All right, well, let's put it on the side. Because at my base back on the server, I actually got this set up all underneath. So all you see is just the power on top. And of course, I'll move that right there. You see how that does that? Look at that. Look at that. So we're going to put our wheat back in there. You can see how it goes through. And then you saw those little deals. That tells you it's working. So now, I didn't put no wheat in here, but look, there's wheat. So that is, what the, why are you still putting shit back in there? There we go. Oh, I think I put it in the wrong spot. But you can see, it had those little wheat icons. Now it's going in there. Oops. So we'll just go through and get some of these. The farmer automatically does all this. So here we go. You heard it. Oops, God damn it. There it goes. See, there it goes. Boom, boom, boom. It puts the wheat seeds back where they go, and they replants those, and then of course it ships them. Well, we just saw that right into the wheat. All right, so we got that set up. That's working wonderful. We got our canola growing beautifully. So now what? Now, with all that canola, we're going to be making ourselves a canola press. So you grab yourself one canola, 6 cobblestones, one of those advanced coils, and a nary crystal. That will give us our canola press. Now the canola press will be using power. So we're going to put it right there. All right. The power is going to go on top. And we'll connect it over here. It's not too far away, you lying son of a bitch. Because this field's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, it is too far away, ain't it? Just one shy. So you gotta make sure you guys got that set up correctly. Well, just for the sake of argument, we're just going to get ourselves another cold generator somewhere. Yeah. So we're just going to get ourselves another cold generator for the sake of argument, and we're going to place it over here. Blah blah blah. Make sure you got everything connected within 15. I did not do that, and it screwed me up. So sorry about that. Let's get rid of the bone meal. We don't need the bone meal no more. So there we go. And then we'll just bloop, bloop. All right. So the canola crystals have to be, or the canola press has to have power. And that's still farther than 15. All right. Whatever. So once we get our canola press started, uh-huh. I see what it. Now that I know I'm less than 15, let's just get one of these relays. So we'll set this relay up. Now the canola press needs power. So we're going to connect these straight up like that. And then we'll connect it to this one. So that's where our canola seeds are. See, well, that's just, see how those canola seeds are going through there, coming over here, and they're dropping straight into here. Beautiful. Now we got power, and now, where the hell's our canola seeds going? They should be dropping right there. Uh, why does it feel like I'm doing this wrong? I think it's because I got the. Oh, that's because I had the. All right. My dumbass. It was getting fed straight into the workbench. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, beautiful, ain't it? All right, so we had it like this and like that. Or no, we didn't. What the hell? The hell? Oh, getting dark. All right. Oh man. You know, this is my first time making this video. I think it's going all right, I suppose. All right, so we got our canola. It goes into this canola press. This is very important. As it goes into the press, you can see how it's making canola oil. Now, the canola oil needs to fermentate in order to become oil to use. So then we got our wood casing. Before I go there, the fermenter needs 6 oak woods, wood casing, canola, and an inori crystal. So we go down here, we got our wood casing, which is just 4 wood planks, wood in the middle, and 4 sticks. And voila, we're going to have our fermenter. Now, our fermenters don't require power, but they do need fluid. So, if you guys remember, let's just do it this way. Connect our fluid together. Boom. The way we made our fluids, put these lasers and that atomic restrictor. So there we go. Now we got straight up, boom, boom. And now you can see how it's full. Now it's fermenting and making itself into refined canola oil, which is going to be used in our oil refinery. Now the oil refinery is 6 cobblestones, a canola, and 2 iron casings. And that'll give us our oil generator. Now our oil generator, we'll just plop right straight down right there. We'll connect our fluid lasers as well. So now these two aren't connected, and it's just connected from this side. That refined canola oil has now gone into our oil generator, and you can see it does 80 CF per tick for 120 ticks, which is 2 minutes. So what is that? 120 times 80? That's a lot of RF. And you can see our little buffer goes up to 50,000. Now we can sit there, put a power relay on this. And now, in order to go to the advancement, we will need an empower, according to our book. Even got some coffee maker. So, according to our book, we are going to be needing. Oops. Oh, shit. I was talking about those lenses earlier. So, there's the lens, intro into the lenses, different types of lens of the minor, distillation, all kinds of stuff. But we need to get an empower. And now the empower is set up. You got main power in the middle, 2 blocks away is the display stands. Now, in order to make the display stands, we're going to need 3 ethnic quartz and 3 green blocks. Now, the way you make these is you get yourself a block of quartz, throw it in there, and it gives you. All right, so we got ourselves a block of quartz. I'll throw that away. So we throw our block of quartz in there. Oops. And voila, it is now. Oops. It is now a ordinary crystal block, which is beautiful. Or no, it's a quartz. There we go. Now to make the green, oops, the green quartz, we need chiseled quartz. So there's a chiseled quartz block right there. We throw it in our reconstructor. Booyah! Comes out to these ethnic green crystal blocks. So now that we got those blocks set up, we can now make our display cases, which is important. We already gone through that. Now, in order to make the power itself, we're going to need to make a battery, which is 5 Inori crystals, advanced coil, and a storing block, and then 5 more Inoris with that advanced coil, and then that single battery we just made in this one. Now, with that double one, we're going to be using 2 iron casings, a display stand, that double battery, and a Restonia crystal, and that will give us our empower. So what we're going to do is put our empower in the middle, 2 blocks away, a display stand, another 2 blocks away, display stand, 2 blocks away, display stand, and 2 blocks away, display stand. That's the basic setup that we would like. Now you can also automate this later on as well. Now, these display stands, you see how they got RFs on them. We're going to be putting RF on them. So we're just going to go around. Yeah, make this one match all these other ones. So they're going to connect together, and together, and well, why not just a complete circuit? Oh, that's another good point. You cannot have 2 lasers connecting to the same in the same circuit. So I cannot make a complete loop. It just doesn't make sense. So they prevent you from doing that. So we're going to go through here and we're going to connect to here. So now These are all now getting power, power, and power. So that's how we're going to start doing our empowering and begin our second phase of additions. Now, remember what I did say, that we will, these do, let's see, or immersive. I was going to get us ourselves a real simple, immersive battery. But what the, man, I can't find immersive on here for some stupid reason. You know, let's just, I'll show you guys. Oh, I'm not even looking at the bottom. All right, well, whatever. Point is, you can coincide these together. Apply the energetics to. Oh, wait. That's waystones. Industrial wires. There's industrial wires? Oh, yeah. This mod pack's got all kinds of cool stuff in it. So, we'll be getting into Gindustry later on as well. Because I do love industry, or, apiary, or Gindustry. I like working with my bees. But, as you can see, maybe, it has no power, right? Well, we connect one of these to that, and it starts getting power. So the great thing about additionally add-ons is you can share power. And these lasers are a little bit cheaper than putting wires everywhere. And they go through blocks. So, like, literally, if I decide to block this laser, look at that. It goes right through. Same with the green. Look at it, right through. So I don't have to worry about building through everything and setting a wire down. This is why I love these. Oh, so awesome. Anyway, guys, we got our basic start going on. We got our basic formula, how we want to get power set up. And it's just a great intro into getting additions going on. And it's a great way just to kind of see how things work, how easy it can be. It is a really heavy on redstone and iron usage to begin with, but that's all right. I mean, because additions, they got their own little power drills. We'll go ahead and look through some of these as well, um, which they also attack. They got different rings for the lenses. They also got a vertical digger, and that vertical digger somewhere. Oh, there it is. The vertical digger is going to be using a powered void crystal block. So we'll kind of go in there and show how that's gone, because we're also going to have to make ourselves some drills, which, well, we're just going to have to see, huh? All right, guys, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. If you guys like this video, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Also, please do pay attention. If you guys like to support this channel, please go to our Patreon page. I'll have the link in the description below as well. And, well, I just got to say, guys, thanks a lot. Take care. And just have some fun. Please don't hesitate. All right, guys. Thank you. Take care.